Brilliant air ambulance team who were called into action nearly 2,000 times last year, making 2022 their busiest on record. Well, it just shows how much it's needed. But what surprises many people is that the life-saving work of the team is paid for through charitable donations and fundraising. Our health correspondent Carl Mercer has been looking at why support for London's air ambulance is as important as ever.
The last time this landed near Steve Blake, he was in no fit state to notice.
Running around a bend and a car missed the bend and went straight up the bank onto the pavement into me, pinned me to a fence.
He was losing lots of blood from injuries that nearly killed him.
I had very badly crushed pelvis and sacrum, the back of the pelvis, which is a bit critical as all the nerves and blood vessels run through there. Had a leg broken in two places, knee was just obliterated, some brain damage, collapsed lung, some broken ribs, some spinal damage. Yeah.
London's air ambulance was there in minutes and managed to stem the bleeding, saving Steve's life.
You know, my blood pressure, by the time they arrived and started working on me, was so low that there was no way I was going to make it to hospital by road. So yeah, if they hadn't turned up, I wouldn't have made it.
Last year was in fact the air ambulance's busiest ever. They treated nearly 2,000 patients. 34% were penetrating trauma like knife wounds, 25% were from traffic accidents, 22% were falls from height.
Our main priority is getting clinicians to the patient. So we take, we say we take the hospital to the patient. I mean, we take in some senses more than that because we're innovative and pushing forward with, novel procedures that aren't always being performed in hospitals, or certainly not routinely. But it's about getting life-saving teams to these patients as quickly as possible after serious injury, so that we can stop the process of dying that we know happens, starts minutes after injury.
Chief pilot Neil Jeffers has been here for 15 years. As we filmed, another call came in.
Oh, that's another job. I'm going to have to leave it there then.
The charity is raising money for 2 new helicopters, a race against time, they say.
Our aircraft now is 23 years old and we've had them for that long. And like anything, like your car, you get to a point where the servicing starts costing a bit more, parts become less easy to maintain, etc., etc. So really we need to update our helicopters, we need newer technology, and we need to keep this service going and getting to our patients as quick as we always do.
And with that, they were off.